Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Pirates will kick this away to get us going here. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Sooners offense has the football first here today. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, it's just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for it.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Defense is coming after him. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And they'll run it with the draw play. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Hold it, open.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Hand it off for a draw. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Kick is up and no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. So they miss it from 51 yards, and the offense will take over from the 34. And now the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Pirates come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Who missed it? Field goal. No good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 45. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. East Carolina, 0. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. East Carolina, 0. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Pirates line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
After the incompletion, he'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Can he make it to the marker? Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Pirates move into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this third down, but he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
The Pirates looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal.
Get set, get set.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
He's brought down at the 18. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
14, East Carolina, 7.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. East Carolina's offense is back out on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. It's a 1st and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking tackles.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The Pirates lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. This is the 6th play on the drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Pirates are in the red zone now. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? The back's got it. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The shotgun running play call. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Boy, how exciting has this 1st half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Handoff. Here comes the jet sweep. They tackle him about the 14.
A wide receiver. Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
He's at the 22. Second down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He finds some space. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Pirates. They will claim the second half lead.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kickoff.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Short throw complete to the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Makes a nice move there. Great cut. They whiff on him. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Gain of 3. It's now second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. second down, we're going to throw it. Pass rush closing in. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Sooners looking to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route is.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Kirk, it's East Carolina with the lead here. We reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Handoff from the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
And he's tackled at the 41. Brings up 2nd down.
And he drops back in the gun. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds his man. It's Harris. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
And the Sooners keep the football on the move. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Hey, it's a nice gain here. They get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Breaking free at midfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Well, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
First and 10 play coming up.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The Pirates will line up on first and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Complete to the back. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll try to throw it again, backed up on 3rd and long. The pocket breaking down, and that's going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome this safety. But this late in the fourth quarter, down now multiple possessions. This one's all been decided.
following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice.
Pound 55 weak. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Pirates. And the beatdown continues.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looking to scramble. Ball carrier tackled there. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.